you are.
There you go.
Okay.
Are you gonna like cut out parts where I'm like
Yes.
awkward?
Yes.
I have to go. Bye, fam.
Bye, Max. Just start talking, then it'll
I'm
be.
scared. Okay.
Tell me where you're going.
I'm going.
I'm going.
Okay, so what's the funniest moment or thing you've heard Mr. Coleman say, or something he's done that's just made you laugh?
Oh man. Well, there's a lot.
We just talked about where he used to live, and he used to live in an apartment, and his neighbor was a stripper named Destiny.
All of a sudden, he goes, "Wow, I put my pants through the dryer last night, and they're like really tight."
Mr. Coleman reading his French article in his French accent that he wrote all by himself.
We did the Saturday Night Fever dance move. It was just very out of the blue.
When he was talking about his water bottle and how it is so old that it would probably give him cancer.
Oh yeah, I took cotillion as a kid. It was weird. I had sweaty hands, but it was nice because all the girls had gloves. I love that.
And when was the first time that you realized Mr. Coolman was your spirit animal?
First day. No, I don't know. Spirit animal is so weird. Like, I
Oh my god. First day of freshman year, English 9.
Oh, yikes. Who came up with these questions?
When he first started talking about hockey, he's like, "Hey, did you see that game last night?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, it was awesome."
I was walking by, and he just like shot me like a, yo! And I was like, yes, like.
So my name is a part of his name, so right then and there I kind of knew there was a bond.
That I speak like Mr. Coolman now. Like I speak in like a fast, like sort of nodding way, I guess you could say. So I speak like you, Mr. Coolman. It's not okay.
He's my spirit animal.
Is that your answer?
Yes, that is my answer.
How has Mr. Coleman challenged you to be greater or believed in you?
Well, I've become such a great writer because of this class. Like, comparing last year to this year, it's night and day.
We usually get into like what's going on in our lives and that sort of thing, and the deeper we go, the more like we reveal about ourselves, and I really got to know Mr. Coleman and vice versa, and that was really cool.
He just always like gave me the little confidence boosters of like, you know what you're doing, just like do it.
I think like one of the most powerful things somebody can do for you is show that they're for you and that they believe in you. And Mr. Coleman has over and over again gone above and beyond to show how much he cares for every single student.
Connections that he makes with each individual student. It's not just as a whole class, but he really tries to reach out to each individual and will take time to ask how we're doing, and like he's always like, if there's anything I can do to help, or like if you need the deadline pushed back or anything like that. And so just like the warmness he brings to the class has really helped me feel a lot more comfortable, and I'm really gonna miss that.
It makes me think of English not just about writing or language or anything, but it's kind of all-encompassing. It's about philosophy or anything like that.
He made me really comfortable in English when I was never really comfortable before. After spending last year and this year with him, I've really found a role model for me and someone that can inspire me. Because every time like I start writing a new poem, I just think the first thing I think is, I can't wait to share this with Coleman.
Mr. Coleman, I've had him for 3 years, and all 3 years he's like just been by my side, and he like is a person I want to be when I grow up.
He's kind of been that middle ground or mediator in all my life situations that I've had to deal with over the last year, and he's challenged me to be better in that way. He's challenged me to be better as a person and as a classmate and also as a student. So he's pushed me in a lot of ways, so it's definitely hit here. So
he really just like genuinely wants to get to know you and like push you to be your best and like enter into whatever you're going through and help you succeed in his class while helping you like in your personal life too.
As the whole like dynamic of the class was to like embrace the struggle, have no shame, and just go at it. And I think that really helped me just overcome a lot of things in my writing.
He's given us assignments in our times of discomfort, causing us to go out of our comfort zone and to complete our goals.
Like, he makes my day every day, which is really exciting. And he makes me like feel better if I mess up.
Caring from your heart as opposed to just like saying, hey, are you okay, and leaving it at that. Actually like putting your heart into your like underlings, I guess.
Mr. Coolman has done a lot of things that have made a serious difference in my life, I think.
Like, he puts all of him into everything that he does, but he does it with a purpose outside of himself, outside of doing well on tests, outside of the exams. And we feel that, and it's so powerful.
I feel like Mr. Coolman is really real with us, and I really admire that.
We walk into his class, right?
Right.
And he lays down the law. He's like, this class will help you get whatever you want in this world. And like, what a way to start the class. You started off with high expectations, Coolman, and you matched him. You did. And your class is amazing.
It was just the day we were allowed back in the school after the shooting, and I was just like walking down the hallway with my sister, and he just stopped me, and like, I remember it making a difference that day.
Be kind of satisfied, so he's pushed me to make an effort and to treat writing a little more seriously.
It's just like the love that I found for writing in this class. He saw that I was giving all of my effort into him. That was all he needed. It made me cry. I don't think he'll ever know how much that note meant to me.
He always has comments on every single page, and just having those comments like helps build confidence, and also challenges me to like have a better time writing the next time.
Through the year and going through a really rough patch, he was kind of one of the only teachers who really cared and really like came alongside me and helped me.
Like, he's challenged me to become a little bit more into the conversation, and he's always found a way to like always talk to me before school, before class.
I really appreciate how much he's dedicated to helping students improve themselves.
So like just like coming up and saying hi and like asking what you did over the weekend and like trying to connect with us and stuff.
The comments that he left on that essay in particular, I think about every time I write because it was just like really inspiring, and it gave me a vote of confidence because I felt like he really believed in me and wanted me to try harder. So
I remember after that first day, I go home and tell my mom and dad, like, I have the teacher from Dead Poets Society. Guys, my teacher is Robin Williams.
And if you could tell Mr. Coolman one thing, what would it be?
Mr. Coolman, I just thank you so much for all you've done. I know lots of times we don't realize our impact, and that's why I think we're doing this whole thing, is just because you've made an impact on so many people's lives, and you've been a person who we all know is rooting for us and is has our back.
Just keep doing you and keep putting in the work, because it's really helpful to all of us.
Because you're very awesome and everyone knows it.
Like, taught me so much, and I've learned so much, and like the things that he's taught me, and it's not even just about writing, but it's just about life in general, I'll live by forever. And
honestly, Mr. Coolman, I would not be the same person I am without you. And I'm sure everyone's saying this, but you just like genuinely care so much, and that means so much to me.
Thank you for the whole year. You're probably my favorite teacher I've ever had, as far as English or otherwise, so thank you.
You have been one of the greatest teachers I've ever had, and you have done so much for me, and I hope to repay you in the future.
Truly thank you. And that your impact, just by showing up and being present and encouraging us and being there for us, reaches further than you know and will carry with us longer than you know. And you're making a big impact right where you're at, and it's truly amazing. I feel so honored to have been a part of the class and to have grown in academics and as a person under you.
Thank you for such an amazing year. I mean, not just like the class in general, but just like how he was, and like the energy he like brought to my life was so positive, and like every day in his class I just like feel like good.
Sometimes I don't think he realizes how funny he actually is, and how like what he thinks is a couple minutes of laughter can actually provide years of laughter, because we totally reuse those quotes and it brings us laughter every day.
I'd say that you should really keep teaching because he really does a lot for everyone.
Just keep on caring for the students like you have been, because it means a lot to us, and I've never had a teacher like you that's been able to do that and connect with me in the same way, so keep doing you.
Thank you for putting up with me for 3 years and helping me like through my struggles. I've come into his office countless times, and he's helped me to understand material that I didn't get, and I'm really happy I had him all 3 years of my high school career.
It's justice, but I think you're great, Mr. Coleman, and please never change. You're a fantastic teacher, even when you think that you might not be helping students as much as you could. We definitely appreciate everything you do for us.
You do you. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
Thank you for everything. You have made AP Lang so fun, and even though it is like a difficult class, I have really enjoyed like coming to it and learning and like thinking like deeper. So thank you for challenging me and for recruiting me to take the class.
He should grow out his hair. He should grow it out into a man bun. That's my only suggestion.
Never stop being you, and thank you so much for a great year. I loved English for like the first time ever. So thank you so much.
I think you're really great, and I think that everyone really loves you, and you've taught us a lot, so thank you for that.
You just find a way to brighten everyone's day.
You've been an awesome AP Lang teacher, and I can't wait to run cross country with you, and it really means a lot. So thank you very much.
I guess I would just try and say thank you in the best way I could. I don't know if I can do that any justice, but I feel like you've given us more than you realize and more than we even realize yet.
You're a great teacher, a great person, and you're a great guy. And I would honestly die to have friends like you in the real world, so thank you.
I won't forget it. AP Lang, junior year.